Welcome back everyone to River and Sea, where I have arrived here in Clegur, and apparently this is inhabited by hobbits, and looks like that Rylan wishes to speak with me.
That is an interesting artifact you carry. It must have quite a story, I imagine.
Oh yes. Well, unlike some folk of other villages in the Storvales, I believe that it is always best to be honest. But if you can't manage that, or for one reason or another, then perhaps a compassionate solution is the second best. Brandon produces a pretty flower from somewhere about her person, scoops up a handful of earth, and puts both inside the well-worn boot. You bring this back to our former adventurer's wife and tell her that her husband asked for the stores to craft a delightful little planter. Perhaps it isn't the most honest of solutions, but I think it is the way everyone might be made happy, and that's pretty good too, wouldn't it be? All right, thank you, I think. Anything else?
Welcome to Clegur, finest of the villages to be found in the Storvales.
May I ask the reason of your visit? Uh-huh. Attack? Oh my! Are you certain? We have not had any trouble for, well, longer than I can remember, that's for sure. Who would threaten the stores? I don't know. I was wondering about the same thing about Mossword and my boat and all sorts of things. Alright, how about the leather trousers?
The mayor must be told of this.
Yes, I'm sure he must be. Yes, the mayor must be told, even if the very idea is preposterous. It's not that I don't believe you, it's just that folk here have lived praisefully for so long a time. We keep to ourselves, and we like it that way. We'll climb up the path to the south and tell the mayor what you told me. Mama Dog will know what to do about this if anything must be done. Alright, fine. Let's go and speak to Mayor Mama Dog. And he is, this away. Ah, here he is. Hello there.
What's that? Goblins in Uruks?
Ordinarily, I would say that you were spinning tall tales to send you on your way without supper, but there has been a good deal of excitement in the night a few hours back, and some of the hunters we sent out never came back. I'm worried about this, but I'm even more concerned that without that meat that they were supposed to bring back, our food stocks will be thinner than planned. You don't need me to tell you that autumn can turn in the winter quite unexpectedly, no matter how pleasant the mornings or afternoons might seem. And he who doesn't plan for the night will find himself hungry in the morning. I'll consider what you told me, but I'll consider it more quickly if you bring back some choice cuts of meat from the beasts from the Storvales. Bring them to Cuneta Maltgig, our butcher, at the shop down in the hill. Alright, fine. I will go and collect some meat and bring them to the butcher. Oh yes, there is one more matter of business. Hello, are you Larry Grud?
A floating village, you say? Well, I did say that to Mal last we spoke, I suppose.
Yes, the village is called Glen Hillig. It's where I was raised. Yes, you can imagine it floating in the sky and all, being quite an ordeal to get there, mind you. So you mean it wasn't floating on the water like every other, well, haven't heard of any other floating villages now I think of it, but that's where I would think a village would float. But I could help you to find it, but I am going to need some help. There's a small parcel, sentimental really, hidden and buried to keep the ruffians away from it. The problem is the ruffians decided to set up their homes where I buried it. If you have it in you, might you retrieve this parcel and then return it to my family in Glen Helig? Really? Really? I'll think about it. Let me go and get the meat first. Then I can worry about things like strange hobbits asking me to visit floating villages and the like, and taking parcels from villains. Hey, hello. Sorry, I need you for dinner. Nothing personal, just hungry. Actually, the local hobbits are all hungry. There you go. Ah, it appears that the last time I leveled, I gained a new skill and didn't realize it. I got Flick now. And Flick, though, goes... It goes there, doesn't it? Maybe that's what I need. Alright, there we go. Trying to keep things in a reasonable order there. Flick is my interrupt. And I want to be able to have that handy whenever... Well, actually, this does not look like anything that's edible, but we do want to keep the ruffians checked and away. Otherwise, they might come and steal the food. We don't want that. Ah! Wolves. Well, apparently wolf meat is on the menu. Hello there, I have a delivery of meat for you.
Ah, these cuts are choice indeed.
Ooh, creepy butcher. Then again, why is that to be unexpected? Oh, well done, my friend. I will get to salting and preserving these meats right away. You're always welcome to help out in the store vales, and I will tell my neighbors a lot of help you've been today. They may not appreciate it immediately, but they will when winter comes and their bellies are full rather than empty. Alright, well, I just hope that bear didn't eat it all.
How do you do?
Oh, and by the way, what day is it? Are you sure about that? Well, that can't be right. Oh, you see, I collect orders from my neighbors so that I know what cuts of meat they wish to purchase for the next week. But I am already behind and I can't now spare the time. Do you think you could walk around Clegur and pick up the orders for me? They should be posted outside my neighbors' houses, although sometimes the wind picks them up and causes some mischief. Oh, you'll have my thanks if you do this. It shouldn't take you too long. Right. Oh, I'm an elder.
I should have warned you that the folk in Swan Fleet will often put you to work.
Yes, this comes with the territory, you might say. Well, so the mayor of Clegur is waiting for an overdue return of some of his hunters. I hope they didn't run afoul with a raiding party like the one that attacked Mosswort. I will take a look around and see what I can discover. Perhaps you can check in on the situation of the other two villages in the Store Vales. Someone in Glen Helig or Leantrith may have seen something. Right. Glen Helig. I need to do something before I go there. I just hope it really isn't to learn how to fly. Now, let's see what we've got here. Oh. Weekly orders. Another weekly order? Oh, hello there.
If you're coming round looking for food, I haven't any for you.
Well, actually, I came here to collect orders for food. Well, no offense, but with 5 ravenous children, there's not a bite left over for a stranger. But say, I could offer you some coin if you could help me out. The children are afield playing and gathering, or whatever they do when it gets them covered with mud, burrs, and smelling like a dunghill. Will you let them know that it's time for a meal? Alright. Yep. That sounds typical. Now, let's see. Here's someone down there. Is that one of the kitties down there? Hello there?
Might you aid me?
Oh, hello. Yes, I suppose I can head home for sup. Well, alright. Maybe this isn't going to be too bad after all. Here's Lil.
Oh, there!
Oh, food's ready? Alright! I'll head back right away. There we go. No, she looks too old and too serious to be one of the children.
Hello there! Don't mind me. I've only lost the best spot to read my books.
I used to look upon the Wadewater still current and reflect leisurely until those ruffians in Radlaw moved in. Now I have been resigned to reading under this post. Actually, I was wondering if you could help me. I had to leave my spot in a hurry and I lost one of my favorite books in the shuffle. Could you perhaps find it for me? Oh, and if you don't mind, teach those ruffians a lesson while you're at it. Radlaw is to the north. It should be easy to find as its neighbors, the Wadewater. Okay, fine. So I'll look for your book, while I look for a parcel, while I kill brigands and all sorts of things like that. Oh, hello there. Have you seen any children running around?
Might I have a word with you?
Oh, no, but I am a humble merchant, you see, and I've traveled through these lands selling stock for a time now, but my livelihood has been taken from me. Ever since the bandits and ruffians moved into Redlaw, I haven't been able to conduct business. You see, they send a few at a time once in a moon to rouse the village, shake us up for coin. They offer us what they call protection. But ever since they arrived, business hasn't been the same. I couldn't pay the tribute, and now my friends have been captured. They are being held in Redlaw for collateral. Could you please help them? Thank you. No one here is jumping up and down and asking me to do something, but there is a meat order here. Nope, not one on that side. Another order? I can only imagine that this meat order quest is mainly here so that we would run by various hobbits needing quests.
Oh, hello there!
Oh, my name is Delet, Sather, and I was wondering if you might help me. I was practicing with my bow when one of my shots went a bit wide of the target. I went after it, but some large creature seems to have made off with it, judging by the footprints. If you're heading down by the river and you see my arrow, or find the large creature, would you bring it back? The arrow, I mean, not the large creature. Okay, I'll make sure I bring back the arrow and not the large creature. Okay, this group is getting odder by the moment. Hello?
Hello there.
Oh, what? Food already? Splendid! I'm glad he's willing to eat. Oh. Meat order. I don't see a meat order around here. I don't see any of the children around. Well, none of the children I'm looking for, at least.
Hello there. You look like the adventurous sort.
You look like just the person that I need. Have you noticed all the waterfalls around Clegur? I'm endlessly curious as to what might be behind them. Unfortunately, I can't swim. What do you mean you can't swim? Oh, can you swim? Oh, maybe you could explore the falls for me and tell me what you find? Look behind 6 waterfalls. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. But probably not the most tenuous place in which to walk across the pier. Well, I might as well check out the closest ones right now. Now, let's see if there's anything here behind these waterfalls. And why in the world is she curious about this? Doesn't look like the safest place to swim. Yeah. Rocks. Thundering water. What do you expect to find? Now, what about this one? Pounding waterfall will not allow you to further. Right. Let's get back to shore. Those kids really do like to scatter, don't they?
Oh, there.
Oh, finally! It's been hours since I last stayed. Alright. There we go. Ah, I think I found the last of the kitties.
Oh, there.
Oh, time to eat? Oh, I suppose I shouldn't have had all those berries. Ah, well, there's always room for more. There you go. Sari, Carrie, or something like that. Now, is there supposed to be an arrow around here somewhere? Well, maybe I'm looking at the wrong spot. Or maybe it's just beyond the brush. There are footprints in the mud. A large reptile. Well, is that the large creature in question? Ah, another track. Oh, there it is. Well, there you go. The arrow is covered with slimy drool. Wonderful. How in the world is it otherwise intact? Here's your arrow.
Hello, hello. Do you have it?
Is that drool? Well, I don't mean to be ungrateful, but I am not touching that thing. Maybe you could wash it off for me first? Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Alright, now, let's find a good spot for washing off this drool. I'm right here, in the river. Well, I can only hope that the drool dissipates as it goes downstream. Now, where were we? Oh yes. It's still a bit wet, but it's cleaner now.
Oh, my poor arrow.
I suppose wet is better than stolen or gone forever, though. Ah, thank you very much. Rather attached to her arrow, isn't she? I rounded up the kitties.
A fine job you did.
Ah, yes. I suppose ye would set aside your adventuring days for that of a nanny, eh? No, I wouldn't either. Well, you have my thanks. Oh, well. Now, what do I need to do now? Oh, yeah, I need to find the rest of those orders. Ah, here's the last order. And right next to the butcher shop. Let's go inside and report. Here are the orders.
Oh, there.
Oh, wait. Where's the order for the mayor? Yeah, he sometimes forgets to post his order, but that doesn't mean that he'll understand if I don't send the steaks to him that he expects. You'd better talk to the mayor in person, then run back and let him know what he wants. There, fine. I will go and tell him. Hello there, the butcher wishes to know what your order is for this week. Quinetta wants to know what meat I wish to order? Surely he must know by now that I expect to have a standing order. Beef, chicken and pork with plenty of each. Mama Dog loves them all. Oh, I do enjoy them all also, but I speak not only for myself, but also my very good boy here who shares my name and my appetite. We are both Mama Dogs. Wonderful. Just to make things more confusing. Now, you run along and tell Canetta that I want the same order as the last week, and Mayor shouldn't need to be consulted on every 7 days. I'm very busy after all. Right. I'm sure he will understand. He says he wants the same thing as last week and make that a standing order.
Hello! Hello!
So, what? Same as last time. It's always the same, you know. But if I don't ask him, he complains that I didn't. I think the mayor just likes the attention. He always says that he's very busy and he's always just standing out there on his porch with his dog, taking in the sun. One of these days, I should take a holiday. Maybe I could be mayor, and then I'd have more than enough time to relax. Ooh, he does not appreciate the mayor's job. Oh well. Before I go and deal with those brigands, I decided to come back to Mossword in order to close out some business here. Here's a delivery from your husband.
What is this? Oh, what a beautiful gift!
Oh, my Gerald, what a dear man he is, and so thoughtful for him to give me his favorite boot for this delightful little planter. This is the finest anniversary gift I could have imagined. Do you know, I'd believed that he had forgotten. Ha! I simply must leave Scardy fashion a replacement boot in this exact style for my dear Gerald. Oh, thank you again, Pine Sea. Our family is in your debt for so many reasons. Alright, you're welcome. Now I'll just tell Jart that his wife loved his anniversary present. So let's see where he is. Oh yes, down this way. Hello, your wife liked the anniversary gift?
How did it go? Did you manage to get rid of that boot?
Well, I never would have thought of that. The boot remains in my home, a reminder of my adventuring days, but without the connotation that I regretted my choice to settle down. And to my wife, it's a thoughtful present, a gift that ably demonstrates my commitment to the family. Miss Winbush is quite clever. Let us hope that she continues to use her skills for good and not for ill. Wait, did you say anniversary? I'm fortunate indeed that you came to Mossford, Pine Sea. I had quite forgotten that was coming up. Oh, that was a close one, my friend. Thanks again. All right. Well, I am glad to help. With that business concluded, we can head out and deal with those brigands in the next episode of River and Sea.